limestone outcrop, the Rock of Cashel is a very impressive cluster of medieval buildings. Originally it was the seat of the Kings of Munster, starting with Brian Boru, who was crowned in 978 and decided that it would make a fabulous capital. In 1101, the site was granted to the church, and it swiftly rose to become one of the most significant centres of church power in Ireland. The site has a number of buildings, including Cormac's Chapel, which was the place that we couldn't go, simply because it cost extra and you had to be part of a tour. The cathedral, which was the building with no roof, and it's built on a cross shape. The Hall of the Vicar's Corral, which was a small building but was beautifully restored, and it's called that because it's the place where the chanting, if you like, vicars lived or were housed. They were the ones that used to do the chanting in the church, and also the round tower building. The roof of the cathedral was destroyed in the 1730s by the Archbishop of the opposing church beliefs, the Church of England, at the time over some decision or another. And that decision has been criticised even in recent times, and was then as well, because the church is apparently a jewel in the crown of Irish cathedrals, etc. Queen Elizabeth II even visited there in 2011. We really enjoyed visiting there. It was a bit of an overcast day, and it was rather dramatic, a bit windy, lots of people, but it was still really interesting to see. And because it's set so high, it was surrounded by amazing fields. You can imagine what it would have been like on a windswept winter's morning with none of the modern buildings around it. Just spectacular. I know we explored a lot of churches and cathedrals during our time in the UK, but this was one that was incredibly spectacular and made for a very dramatic backdrop to our visit to the Rock of Cashel. visit Kilkenny Castle in Kilkenny. This castle was built around 1260 in order to control a river and some road routes that intersected. It was a symbol of Norman occupation, so had some significance in the history. The whole original structure would have formed an important part of the town's defence system, having ditches and strong walls, etc. But interestingly, even with its amazing history, in 1967 it was sold by the Butler family, who had been given it in 1300 and something. It was sold for £50 to the Castle Restoration Committee for the people of Kilkenny moving forward. We were able to explore many parts of the castle, and we enjoyed seeing the grandeur of various rooms, lots of beautiful colours and things to enjoy viewing. And we saw the library and drawing room and bedrooms, etc., that had hand-painted wallpapers and things. We also saw the nursery, which was complete with toys for the Lord and Lady's children. The amazing picture gallery was actually a 19th century addition that was built to house the family's collection of art. We definitely enjoyed the visit, and we even had an alarm and evacuation whilst we were there. Very exciting day. Place we visited in Kilkenny was St Canice's Cathedral. The St Canice monastic site has been a site of worship since the 6th century, and the cathedral was built between 1202 and 1285. It retains most of its original style, including the stained glass and the choir stalls with the gorgeous decorative wooden carved seating. The floor is paved in the 4 different types of marble from the 4 different provinces of Ireland, and they were beautiful. Beside the cathedral is a round tower which was built before the main cathedral. It's approximately 30 metres tall and is one of 3 such medieval towers still able to be climbed in Ireland. One of the past bishops, interestingly, of this cathedral is best known for his connection with trials for heresy and witchcraft. The cathedral underwent some restoration between 1844 and 1867, but no important medieval features were removed. It's been fascinating to go through some of these cathedrals and see the headstones and just see the different buildings, etc., and know that God has been worshipped in all these different places over many years.